Peace and one love. Y'all already know, man. This your boy 2eiies. We got Snubbo in the building. Shout out to my man's Hollywood Verb. Had a technical difficulties last night, so we wasn't able to get it in. But we got Snubbo in the building.
It's always.
Smack Volume 7. It went down. You know what I mean? How do you think about the event overall?
I'll say this. I actually like the setting of the event. I guess by being so hollow in there was an echo, but I kind of like the visual of it. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep on just move that crowd a little closer. If everybody getting tested, it should be all right to be in the room together. I don't see how that could be a violation of anything. Secondly, what I will say is I like a couple people in there, and it wasn't too much. You know what I'm saying? They say the only gas I would say is New Jersey twerk was back, and that's to be expected. Anybody complaining about that? You know what I'm saying? So I actually think the aesthetics of the event was dope, pretty dope. But some of these outcomes, you know what I'm saying, of some of these battlers, it ain't caffeine fault, it ain't URL fault. Like, they don't write the rhymes for them, they don't spit them for them. So we're going to get into the rest of that part later. But I want to shout out the visual look of it.
Alright. Okay, so they started off, you know what I mean? Of course, we had the pre-show, things like that. Share. They gave us Kings versus Queen first matchup. It was Vixen Assassin versus Loso. They supposed to be on the first one, you know what I mean? So they definitely should be ready for this one.
And wait till we talk about this card.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm taking all bets.
Alright, so first matchup for Volume 7 was Danny Myers versus Arsenal. You know what I mean? Of course, me, you know what I mean? I was rooting for Danny Myers when it come to this one. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people was, was voting for Arsenal, which is rightfully so. You know what I mean? Disrespect and things like that. But when it came to this battle, you know what I mean? The outcome for me turned out how I expected it, or how I wanted it. You know what I mean? Maybe I should say. Arsenal did pretty cool to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he had a few stumbles. You know what I mean? In the first, that's what I got on here. You know what I mean? Both of them was a cool battle. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. For me, Danny was just more prepared, more.
Hey, you done had me review this battle to actually listen and write down a couple bars. Nah, bro. First round yesterday, I said Danny round was pretty solid. Maybe it was the energy of it. Sometimes the energy don't pull you in. As I listened to the material more and was not so excited for tip off, when it, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching it. Danny round was, you know what I'm saying? Like when I said pretty solid, maybe I didn't mean like pretty solid. It was pretty solid. It was almost very solid. Because it was more than solid.
Right, because he started, but he opened it up with a little disrespect. With like the mom, the daughter, stuff like that. Just a little, okay.
He kept going dabbling back into it, but he was trying to put bars into it, which I seen he was trying to show that I can do that too, but mine gonna be lyrically better. You know what I'm saying? Ancient tactics that Genghis Khan knows. That's where my mind goes. Mongols and mine goes. Ancient tactics that Genghis Khan knows. That's where my mind goes. Gee, if you're listening, that's what I said. When I went back, I'm like, gee, yes, you know what I'm saying? And I still got Ars doing a little bit of rambling, and he had a nice hiccup, you know what I'm saying? And he kind of gave the round away. Like, he would have had to do some fighting to beat it anyway. And I don't think he had enough even without the hiccup.
Okay.
Then clear round one.
The second round, did you like Danny Myers, New Jersey, how Arsenal met all the people from New Jersey? Did you like that whole thing?
I wasn't like this. I wasn't mad at it, and I wasn't happy with it. It was all right. I see what he was doing, parallel universe thinking and all of that, without saying the parallel universe. But if he'd have made it more funnier, then it would have worked. You see what I'm saying? Because when it's funny, you're like, man, he said like, bro, that was funny. It gets knocked away when it's funny because the way he's...
Because the things he was saying... It was sounding like a joke, but the way he was saying it was sounding serious. I see what you're saying.
That's what I was trying to say. If he made it more funnier, then even Ars would have had to laugh.
Even when you met Suge, he tapped your pockets.
You see what Arsenal said? He basically looked up at him like, what's this? he done did a Who Am I in the second round. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you making us up? Boy, you making us up the whole battle against me. That lets you know what? Arsenal was a little bothered by that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's extra points. I mean, that's how I look at it. They say when an opponent messing with you and you know it, the crowd might not know it. Arsenal came right to the post game and let us know how he felt about that. So it don't matter how I felt; it's how Ars felt. He felt the need to mention it, but I thought it was just okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But what I like was this. He said disassemble of disassemble. I don't know what this figure meant. Something else he said, I don't know what this figure meant. Disassemble of disassemble. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a symbol of disassemble. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's fire, G. Disassemble of disassemble. You know what I'm saying? He said, something, I don't know what this figure meant. I don't know. Oh, disfigurement is like, I don't know what it quite is. It's disfigure. I don't know what disfigure meant. Whatever, however he said it, I was like, that's to me that what won the second round for me. Like it didn't even matter. I was like, yeah, Ars, you got to say something better than that, and he never did.
Okay. Did Arsenal have too many Vicky, whatchamacallit for you, or even though it was expected?
But I'm not gonna say it too many Vicky. He had too many
non-creative,
whack non-creative ass bars.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because it's not that you use Vicky, because people been doing it. Right. It's how you do it.
Yeah, it's like
you could have kept that and thought about something. You could have kept with some name flips instead of that, because that really didn't go nowhere.
Okay. And what did you think about the third round from these fellas?
And the third round was the round that I keep saying, even though Danny took time out to address Lux, I felt like he was still so much probably in the lead, which when Arsenal came in, he had the Candyman box. You know what I'm saying? Say my name again. I like that. That was fire. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because he I'm like, where's he going with this? And then when he got to the fifth, I like that. That was fire. It was a cold scheme that led up to a nice haymaker. Okay. But he said, I should have known. He said, you act just like your wife. I said, how you like wife? You were supposed to face me, but you ran by the way you abused drugs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She rubbing off on you or whatever. That was nice, but nice. It still didn't beat this one dimension versus the one to mention. You know what I'm saying? That didn't beat that. Or the parallel, same nigga to help you build your league is the same nigga you dub. Yeah. You see what I'm saying, G? Like it's like, I know he probably addressed Lux and all that, but this man wasn't really. It's not the same material. Yeah. So now, but look, you see how you agree now when I'm saying it, because it's right. It's not the same material. So I want you to keep in mind when we debating stuff and I be saying stuff like this. Yes, sometimes 2 or 3 moments can beat a solid round, because it depends on what it was about. The substance in what Danny was saying in that. That's why by the time he got the Lux, he just knew he had, like, man, I probably wouldn't won by now. I had Danny, you know what I'm saying, with a 30. I don't know how nobody else called it. It wasn't, to me, still wasn't better than his drugs battle. We expect something from you after that. We said, oh, if Danny gonna rap like this, he just did. He just didn't put it in that form. It was the perfect opponent to do it to.
All right, I'm gonna confess, me.
But he kind of did it.
That second round, I liked it at the beginning of his second. I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah. I liked it. I did. I really did. You know what I'm saying? I understand the joking. I understand when you said the joking, like, because it was kind of joking how he was saying.
I laughed in between it, but it wasn't right. Stop the round. That's what you want. You want to make your opponent.
Let me ask you this: it wasn't no crowd either to help that situation out.
We're going to get to it later, but I got to use it for my excuse. When Chilla Jones did the improvisation freestyle while Sean was getting Mike back up, did what they do? Did it look like it was a big crowd?
My man.
Everybody went off.
All right.
That's what I'm judging it off the crowd that's there. I've seen a big reaction in that room, and that was one. Those didn't get that type of reaction. We could have made it that way.
We'll get to that Chilla battle. You know what I'm saying?
One reaction. You know what I'm trying to say now, right? Ain't that a good excuse?
One reaction could fit. I got you. That's good.
See, that's what I was saying. You got to make the room do that.
All right. So
it was a great angle, but you still got the 30. So it was like, we judging you harshly, but we just trying to say we expected more after the Who Am I? But look, let me say before we got it. Last thing, he had a spot where he did. He said, Trick, Frost. What else? Trick, Frost. There was some other situations that happened too that I remember. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "You went to this," and he was like, he said something like, "He like, it was like, I can't believe that. I said, I don't even believe that you got an Arsenal in you if you ain't got an Arsenal with you," or something like that. I was like, that was one of those in that realm. I like that. I forgot I'm saying it wrong. So I'm saying I had to go back and get Danny his props. Still wasn't better than Drugs battle, but it was definitely good enough to be the Mount Rushmore candidate. You know what I'm saying? Danny Myers, welcome to the heavyweight leagues, brother. You would know the heavyweights.
Yes, sir. Salute to Danny Myers, Volume 7. Make sure y'all get the app. So when they drop, I heard, you know what I'm saying, there's a possibility they're going to drop the whole thing Monday, but we don't know. We shall see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, get that app, y'all.